Hello and welcome to this little mini workshop where I share one of my favorite tools with you on how to gain more clarity about where you're standing in your life, to make a little momentary picture of how your happiness level and your joy level is in each and every area of your life. So the tool that I'm going to be sharing with you is called Lifebook. It's a tool that I have found on mindvalley.com, and it's a course or a program that was designed by John and Missy Butcher. I have tweaked it here and there a little bit. I have put it together a little bit with some other similar courses that I've done, and I like to use the internet and all different courses as like a buffet of things and possibilities, and then make it my own. So I also invite you to take from this little workshop whatever is serving you and then make it your own. Create it, like tweak it, change it up, add to it, take off from it, whatever you need in order to make it work for you. What it is in its essence, you probably have heard of vision boards, especially in personal growth courses. They talk a lot about create your vision board for your perfect life or for your dream life. And what I find, I've never managed to make one. I've never managed to make a vision board for myself because there's just no way I can put everything I want to do in my life onto one board or one wall, and I find it rather limiting in some ways. So for me, this never really worked, but maybe for you it does or did. But this is a tool where you make a vision board, but like much broader. So you make a vision board for each individual area of your life. And I'm going to share with you what these areas are in a second. So what I want you to take from this workshop is to have more clarity of your overall well-being and your sense of satisfaction in your life, and to become aware again of why you are here. Like, what is the reason? What's your gift, and what do you want to share with the world? So I hope that you have pen and paper with you. Best would be a journal or a notebook, so that it's something that sticks with you for a long time, because it's really big eventually. I'm gonna share like the tool and the idea behind it, and then you make it your own. So, but like for me, it's like, you can have a whole book from with that. The areas of your life. So I want you to write them down right now, just like directly below one another. Area number 1 is health and fitness. And then you can also leave a little bit of space behind, because you're going to rate that from on a scale from 1 to 10 eventually. Intellectual life is the second one. Emotional life is the third one. Your personality, your character, is the fourth. Then you can put creative life, adventures, your skills, then spiritual life, love relationships, so romantic relationships. Parenting and family is one. Social life and friendships is another one. Then financial life is the next. Career and work life. And that's about it. You should have 12 or 13 now, but it doesn't really matter. And now I want you to take the next minute or so, or just like stop the video and go through all those areas and rate from 1 to 10 how content, how happy you are in this area of your life right now. So stop the video, do your quick scaling, and then come back to me when you're done. Okay, so I hope that you managed to rate those to put those numbers down, and that you were really honest with yourself. There was maybe an area or so where you felt a little bit uncomfortable or a little bit insecure or unsure. It doesn't matter. And you know, the numbers, the scale, like the rating is going to change. It's going to change over the course of the next year if you choose to start working with that. So now the next exercise will be to become clear, or to answer 4 specific questions for each area of your life. So I want you to make this a little bit easier. You're not going to do that with all of them, unless all of them are rated below 6 and below. So everything that you rated 6 and below, I want you to take and put into practice, put into work, basically. So I'm going to give you a couple of questions, 4 questions especially for each area. So you can just write down these questions, and then on your own time and your own, you can then go take each area and answer those questions for the specific areas of your life. What are the questions, Fabi? Question number 1 is, what do you believe is true about this area right now? So this is where we look at our belief system, and there might be bullshit beliefs, there might be limiting beliefs, there might be beliefs that are not really serving us, and beliefs that are not really ours. There might be beliefs that we have taken on from our caregivers, our parents, our surroundings, schooling, media, whatever. That is programmed into you, but it's not actually your true belief about this area in your life. So question number 1 that you're going to answer for all of these areas is, what do you believe about this area right now? Question number 2 is, what is your ideal vision for yourself about this area? So if there was no judgment and no limitations and no programming, you know, like boundaries, whatever, in your ideal world, if you were king of the world, if you were the ruler of this, if you were God, what would be your ideal vision for this area for yourself? Question number 3 that you're going to ask yourself about each and every area rated below 6 and lower. Why do you want? Why do you want? What does it give you if you would have that ideal vision realized, basically? So why do you want that? Why do you desire that for your life? And then question number 4, what do you need to do or change in order to get there? What would need to change so that you could make your reality in this area of your life? Like, what would you need? Like, that's maybe baby steps. It's maybe a shift in your mindset. Maybe it's a change in your behavior. What is it that you need to do in order to get to your ideal vision in this area of your life? And that's pretty much it. So that's 4 questions for all the areas of your life that you can go through. And it's pretty simple and pretty straightforward, yet obviously, as with many things, the simpler something is, the harder we find it to do it. So I hope that you were able to, or that you are able to work with that, and that you're able to put some things down. And if you need further clarification, if you need some support, please feel free to message me. We can go on a call, or we even put together a little workshop and we do it all together, and that could be really fun. We could have some wine, some beer, some tea, whatever, and do that online. Yeah, that could actually really be fun. And then obviously as well, like once you put all those things down, you can put like inspiring quotes as well, additional to it, or maybe a picture or something. Like you can create it yours as well again. So for me, I made a super simple version so far. Just gonna show you real quick, and it's basically so I have like the questions, I have the areas of the areas of life, and then I put current belief. I put some notes in there what I currently believe about this area, my vision, the purpose, and the strategy. So that's the answers for the 4 questions. So for example, for health and fitness, I'm just gonna share this with you so you get an idea. My current belief about health and fitness is I will be healthy and fit to the moment I'll die. That wasn't always my belief, but by now, this is my current belief. Nutrition and movement are the foundation of a healthy mind, body, and soul. Then my vision. So that's the answers to the question, what is your ideal vision for yourself? I will continue to increase my aerobic capacity, my strength and flexibility as time goes by. I nurture and move my body with joy, and I develop more skills and more flexibility, more strength each time or each year that I age. Then the purpose is my why I want that. I want to be a nourishing cell to this body, the earth. I have this vision of my role on the planet. I want to be of service to my surrounding, and therefore I need to be healthy, I need to be functional, and I need to be taking care for myself. Number 4, the strategy, or the what do you need to do or change in order to get there, is I eat as healthy as I can, and as healthy as is good for my body. So I'm also actually currently, again, changing my belief system around what is healthy and what is not. I move my body daily in the most diverse ways I can. So I'm not someone who does the same strict regimen every day. I move my body every day, but sometimes I do it right after I wake up. Sometimes I do it at lunchtime. Sometimes I do it in between. Sometimes I don't do it at all. Sometimes it's just a walk outside. So there's many different ways. And if I go for walks outside, there's always something that I find, or do like little push-ups, or I hang on a bar somewhere, or stretch my calves, or do some calf raises and whatever. So I just always try to play around and keep my body young and fit. Also, learning new things every year, as I just mentioned before as well. And I will eat and move according to my seasons. And that's a really important one for me, because I feel very much cyclical and seasonal. So there's times in the year where I want to move more. There's times in the year where I just want to move less. There's times in a year where I feel like I want to do more stronger stuff, and times in the year where I just want to lay down and stretch and nurture my body with, I don't know, with a bath or just with some massaging or whatever that might be. So this is just one way that you can do it. Again, put some quotes, like some quotes that inspire you in this area as well, into your journal, into your notebook, so that you have that as well as like an inspiration. Put some songs, put some pictures into it as well, and make it yours. Make it exciting, make it fun, and make it yours. I hope that this is helping you, and if it did, I really, really want you to let me know. Maybe send me a picture of you doing this work, and yeah, and also if it doesn't work, let me know if something doesn't make sense or if you get stuck, so we can work on that. Yeah, cool. I wish you a lot of fun with that, and I can't wait to hear from you and to get your feedback.